Why do some people learn new things 10 times faster than others? How can you make learning not boring? I will answer these questions and more in this video. The Kolb cycle consists of 4 phases. Phase 1 is concrete experience, a situation where you have to do something completely new or old but in a new way, to notice or feel something new. For example, you start a new pet project to learn a new concept in programming language, or rewrite an essay in a different style. The next stage is reflective observation. This is the reflection of the experience gained, observation of one's emotions, feelings, thoughts, noting our strengths and weaknesses, formation of subjective knowledge. It is highly desirable to do all this in advanced notebook, such as Notion, Obsidian or Evernote. It depends of your note-taking style. And about how to choose a program for notes for yourself, I will tell you in another video. The next stage is abstract conceptualization, and this stage is devoted to analyzing the experience obtained and synthesizing it into a theoretical system. At this point, you should try to come up with a plan of action, a strategy, and try to generate what you have learned into a system of rules and principles. And the last stage is active experimentation. And this is a trial application of new knowledge in practice, testing using the abstract concepts that you formed in the previous step and forming your understanding of how these concepts work in practice. In other words, you are trying to do what you did on the first step, but with full knowledge and abstractions. After completing stage 4, the cycle repeats until you have learned the subject or area sufficiently. It may not be possible to learn the entire topic in the first cycle, as this is absolutely normal. Some things are easier, some are more difficult. But trust me, this is the more efficient way to learn, especially for complex and very complex topics. The method is very powerful. If you have never tried, you can't even imagine how efficient it is, how much faster the learning is while you get more joy and learning. For example, I can't stand boring lectures, and even with my preparation on now, starting with theory is not the best option, because there will still be fog in my head and fear of the blank page. Isn't it better to immediately discard the unnecessary, including your fears and expectations, and just do it? See what happened and see how it should be, and make it better. This applies to any field, but there are nuances. One of them is you may think that taking notes is a waste of time, but that's not true at all. I counter this by saying that when you are note-taking, you better absorb the material. Writing is a meta skill that will serve you absolutely everywhere, because the ability to write is a skill that determines how clearly you think. And when you write, you identify weaknesses in your knowledge and concepts. And over time, you will be able to write and think much more clearly. And also be able to explain everything you have learned to anyone. You have a fear of blank page at first, which is when you don't know where to start. I always recommend starting with the simplest thing that doesn't even require study. For example, start with the what training examples offers, even if it doesn't suit for you very well. So, you will get rid of the white page, and you can already focus on how to modify it for your specific situation. For more information about how to start, watch my video about how to start anything new. The Kolb Cycle has made my learning and life much better and productive, as well as all of my students. Try it for yourself. And yes, at the first it may not be easy, but rather unfamiliar. But you will feel the full power when you do even a very small study project. If you want to see practical examples of the use of the Kolb cycle, let me know in the comments and I will definitely make this video for you.